Now, today's video is going to be about faith getting God's attention. So, big faith. Now, listen, here's a man, and his servant was sick, and he wanted him to be healed. He had heard about Jesus, and he sent some of his other servants to go and get Jesus for him. But as Jesus was coming, he comes to him and he says, Lord, trouble not thyself, for I am not worthy that thou shouldest enter under my roof. Wherefore, neither thought I myself worthy to come unto thee, but saying a word, and my servant shall be healed. For I also am a man set under authority, having under me soldiers, and I say unto one, Go, and he goeth, and to another, he cometh, and to my servant, Do this, and he doeth it. When Jesus heard these things, he marveled at him, and turned him about, and said unto the people that followed him, I say unto you, I have not found so great faith, no, not in Israel. That was St. Luke chapter 7, verses 6 through 9. We're going to go on a little bit further here. So we're going to go to St. Luke chapter 8. We're going to start at verse number 40. Hold on. St. Luke chapter 8, verse number 41. No, verse number 43. And a woman having an issue of blood 12 years, which had spent all her living upon physicians, neither could be healed of any, came behind him and touched the border of his garment, and immediately her issue of blood stanched. And Jesus said, Who touched me? When all denied, Peter and they that were with him said, Master, the multitude throng thee and press thee, and sayest thou, Who touched me? And Jesus said, Somebody hath touched me, for I perceive that virtue is gone out of me. And when the woman saw that she was not hid, she came trembling and falling down before him. She declared unto him before all the people for what cause she had touched him, and how she was healed immediately. So she knew. And he said unto her, Daughter, be of good comfort, thy faith hath made thee whole. Go in peace. Now listen, in the first scenario, this man comes up and he says, Lord, I'm not worthy that you should enter into my house. I'm not worthy. I didn't find myself worthy to even come to you. But if you just say the word, then my servant shall be made whole. And he said, I haven't found so great a faith, no, not in Israel. This faith here got his attention. Now listen, this woman came to God, or Jesus. He was on the way to heal somebody else, and he was going through the multitude, and she presses through the crowd, and she gets to him, and she touches the hem of his garment, and he stops. Somebody touched me. And they said, well, listen, Jesus, there's a lot of people here probably can touch, just brushing by people, and people just touching them. They're trying to get to whatever the case may be. But she came with a different intention. She wanted to touch him to be made whole. And she believed that if she could just touch the hem of his garment, she would be made whole. Now listen to what I'm telling you. Their faith got Jesus' attention, because he had to stop and make a statement to all the people that was around. He said, I have not found so great a faith, no, not in Israel. Here he said, Who touched me? It got his attention. And then at the end he says, Fear not. Nope. He said, Daughter, be of good comfort. Thy faith hath made thee whole. Go in peace. The faith got his attention. Now, when you have faith in God, and you have that big faith like them two had, for one, he recognizes it. And so he made the statement. He recognized it. He stopped and told them, Somebody touched me. And he knew it was in a different way. He said, Somebody had touched me, for I perceive that virtue is gone out of me. He recognized the faith. He said, I have not found so great a faith. No, not in Israel. He recognized the great faith. But also, when you have such a big faith in God, not only will he stop and say, that one has the faith, or I'm saying they're living in such a faith, and proclaim it, or just stop and recognize it from your perspective, but also he'll do something. He will move, because when you have the faith, God can move according to your faith. Now it says here, he said, Daughter, be of good comfort. Thy faith hath made thee whole. Go in peace. Now we find in the other text that the centurion's servant was healed because of his faith. When you have a big faith, God recognizes and God does. God will realize the faith, and God will act on the faith. That's the message. That's the very simple message, the theme of this story, whatever you want to call it. When you have big faith, God recognizes and God does. So if you like this type of video, thank you so much for watching. If you watched this far, I really appreciate that. But if you like this type of video, hit the subscribe button. Stay around, come back, comment, give some more insight. If there's something else that you recognize or you would like to say, tell other people. Start a community here. But there is a subscribe button. Nope, the video here, subscribe button there. If you watched up until this point, thank you so much. And until next time, peace.